back. What's going on, YouTube? It's NC, the place to be. Chon, Mr. A&E, back to give you guys a right here on camera Wednesday night, or I should say midweek wrestling review. It's been 2 months since me and my co-host, not Deion Sanders, but Prime Time,
have
done a Wednesday, a midweek wrestling review, because it's been just time is just getting away from us. So I said, how can I come back and not be on camera? I had to make sure. I was about to do another. I was like, no, we got to be on camera for this one. So a lot of things have happened with NXT. Like I said, it's going to be a recap of both shows. I'm not doing full reviews, obviously, but we're going to do more of it's more like a recap show. So we put out last week's podcast kind of late. That's when we talked about Sasha Banks. That's when we talked about Roman in the Royal Rumble. And we talked about NXT Deadline, which was a result after, this is the first show after that, and Ring of Honor. And so Mandy Rose news has dropped today that she has gotten released from WWE because of some OnlyFans stuff. Now, me and Prime will get into it really deeper when we do our podcast this weekend. Yeah. I see what I did there. We will talk more extensively about it this weekend. But Prime, just your thoughts real quick hearing about Mandy Rose being released, and do you agree with the release?
I mean, I don't agree with it. I think it's harsh, but it's kind of like messed up.
Yeah.
I feel like they wanted to make an extra example out of her, but
I do understand. Yeah, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to say, because of what she was posting. You know what I'm saying? But we can talk.
Yeah, but you can't even say it's because of that, because we have people here that's been on, Playboy and all that kind of stuff. So you can't really say.
You know what? When you say that, that is fair. Yes, but that's something that we're going to talk more extensively about this weekend on the podcast. So right now, we have two things. NXT saw Mandy Rose drop the title to Roxanne Perez. So, of course, that made Booker T happy. And so, and then also for AEW, we had Winter is Coming. We had the MJF's first title defense against Ricky Starks for the AEW World Championship, along with match 4 out the best of 7 between the Elite and Death Triangle. So we got a lot to talk about here. So let's start off with NXT, baby, because NXT, we have new NXT Tag Champions with the New Day over there, and even though I thought that their segment sucked, to be honest with you, but Roxanne Perez started the show with the promo that Grayson Waller interrupted because they talked trash to each other about the Iron Survivor Challenge. Braun Breaker went out there and called Perez great while Waller was trash. Then Mandy Rose attacked Perez, and then she won't wait till New Year's Eve. She'll put the title on the line tonight, where Perez agreed. Rose agreed to it. So I was like, okay, so. And now, before even knowing what happened with Mandy Rose, I was just like, I don't know what's happening here. So I was like, why are you doing it not at New Year's Eve? But sure, okay, well, no problem.
I had a feeling.
Yeah, but see, I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything even about the pictures or even the OnlyFans. I was just like, what's going on? Because Mandy Rose has always been cool. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you don't ever hear no bullshit from Mandy Rose. So I was just like, so what's the thing? Other than her being crazy attractive. So,
I can say what I think happened. Well, I guess we'll wait for the podcast.
Okay. I mean, if you got some insight, sure. But I'm just saying.
No, I don't have no insight, but I'm saying I can say what I think. What I think happened.
No, okay.
Yeah, I'll just wait.
Okay. Then, we get a shot. JD being cleared because he had a rough night at the deadline. Let's see. Stacks from Tony D'Angelo's thing challenged Wesley. In the matchup, Wesley won the matchup. After the matchup, Dijak comes out and just comes out in the ring, but then Tony D'Angelo attacks him. I hope they don't pair up Dijak and Tony D'Angelo because Dijak doesn't need Tony D'Angelo. Tony D'Angelo needs Dijak, but he don't need him at all. To be honest with you,
Dijak should be like, nah, I hold the best. I've been here for a while.
Yes,
he's like he probably can't say Keith Lee, which is probably one of his best writers, but like
exactly. No, I mean, I agree with all that stuff. I mean, he honestly shouldn't even be back in NXT. He should be on the main roster.
Yeah, but I guess if he was Dominic Dijakovic, he would be. But I guess you can't be Dominic since Dominic Mysterio. So,
oh God, well that's a Vince.
That's probably why they're redoing it.
Okay. Toxic Attraction.
No, but
yeah. Toxic Attraction took on Ivy Now and Tina Paxley. They went to a no contest because I forgot which member of Toxic Attraction threw Ivy Now into Kate Carter and Casey Catanzaro on the side, and then they started fighting and they broke out. So obviously, probably New Year's Eve will be a 3-way women's tag team matchup.
Oh, it'll be a 3-way. Oh boy, yeah.
Oh boy. Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes is backstage talking about some tweets from Axiom where he was showing him having a highlight of the matchup doing a moonsault off the penalty box, and Carmelo Hayes looking all surprised in the box, and he was pissed because now he wants to do something, go find Axiom, which would be a good win for Carmelo Hayes to, beef up before he gets to that championship match. Ike Manjero defeated Javier Bernard, and after the match,
Manjero still wearing that blazer?
He's still wearing that dumbass blazer. Now his blazer has pictures of him on there. I know, dumb shit. After the match, Scripps attacks Jiro, and I'm like, why couldn't he just be Reggie, the sommelier? He don't have to be like. Have you seen Scripps like the outfit? It looks so damn bad.
No, I haven't seen. I don't even know. I know Scripps is Reggie because I've seen people obviously say that that's Reggie, but I haven't seen it.
They're not even trying to hide it, bro. They're not even trying to hide it. Then we have Wendy Chu talking about her first slumber party and how she was upset by Corey Jade tossing the drink in her face and how know.
Keep going.
Say what?
Keep going.
The New Day come in and they cut a promo about winning the tag team titles, and then all of a sudden Pretty Deadly come in and they want a rematch, and the New Day say, well, if that's the case, you have to recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I said, we're not doing this, are we? And then Jensen and Briggs, boot scooting came down, and they said they will recite the pledge, and then they came out there with the American flag all redneck style, and then he said, if they do the Pledge of Allegiance, we'll agree to a title shot.
Was it the actual flag, or was it one with the X in it?
Oh, you mean like the Confederate flag?
Yeah.
If it was a Confederate flag, I'm pretty sure UFC would shut that shit down. I'm pretty sure, and knew they wouldn't be in a segment with that.
This is the only flag that matters.
It's the me. Right there from the meetings, bro. No, they used the American flag.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they sat there and they said the whole fucking Pledge of Allegiance. And
I'm sure they know it.
Say what?
I'm sure they know it.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. Pretty Deadly. They say you see how much easier life would have been if you just did it. And then as they walked off, and I was like, this segment blew ass. I didn't need to see this segment at all. Electra Lopez and Indy Hartwell, I think they had like a fight backstage. I missed it. JD McDowell defeated Brutus Creed, and I thought it was a solid matchup.
Can they just call him Jordan Devlin again?
Did they? I missed they did, but right now.
I said can they?
Oh, can they? Sure, I agree with you on that one.
Jordan Devlin is a way better name than JD McDonough.
Yeah, it is. Lyra what's her name? Lyra.
Lyra.
Yeah, Lyra. Is it Val? I don't. Is that Valkyrie? They ain't Valkyrie or Valkyrie. I don't know who her name is. She's somebody up and coming. Defeated Amari Miller by pinfall. It wasn't much. I know. I fucking this whole thing up. I didn't watch any backstage stuff with Brooke Jensen and stuff like that. I tend not to look. Duke Hudson defeated Damon Kemp by pinfall. And they did announce that next week will be a triple threat tag team matchup for NXT titles with Kane Carter and Katana Chance, Nyla Paxley, and then it'll be Carmelo Hayes taking on Axiom, and Brooks Jensen and Josh Bridges will get a shot at the New Day because they said the national, they said the Pledge of Allegiance. So New Day's gonna beat them, and then the main event was the NXT Women's Championship. Roxanne Perez taking on Mandy Rose. I thought the match was pretty good because honestly, before anything about the OnlyFans, I was like, are they really gonna do this to Roxanne Perez? But then, lo and behold, she won the matchup and Mandy Rose lost her championship. So I was like, I did not, because of what was going on, I honestly did not see that coming. So that's why it took me for a loop.
Yeah, but real quick though, Roxanne Perez has won everything the woman can win in NXT already. She's 21.
Exactly.
She's won the tag team, the world championship. She's won the gauntlet, the breakout tournament, the dead survivor, Iron Survivor. I'm like,
yeah,
right.
she's been killing it.
Yeah, but I'm saying she's only 21. I mean, like, she potentially in wrestling years can have 10 more years left. 20 more years left.
Exactly. I'm saying, man, look, it's like Giannis doing all that great stuff before 25.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about these things happen. Now it's time to go over to AEW Dynamite. It's Wednesday. You do know what that means. It is winter is coming. So they didn't do much with the set or anything. Just other than have winter is coming up there. So they automatically start off with Death Triangle taking on the Elite.
I did hear one thing though.
Okay.
AEW bought the rights to the NBA on NBC Music.
They bought the rights to what?
The NBA on NBC Music.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Why?
So they used that as promo. I thought it was funny.
Oh, snap. Okay.
It was like, this Wednesday, winter is coming on TBS.
Look, I ain't gonna lie. That music does kind of get me excited. I used to love the NBA on NBC.
Yeah, so they bought the rights to it. So people thought they were going to use it for the intro for a special winter is coming with intro, but they just used it as like a promo.
Okay.
You really bought the whole song just for promo?
How about shit? That's Tony Khan for you, boy. Death Triangle taking on the Elite in the best of 7 series. This matchup, high octane as usual. First of all, both entrances were dope. Okay, I love the Elite's entrance, and then I love Death Triangle entrance that they did because Pentagon started in the middle, and then Phoenix and Pac each took a tunnel. Even though I figured it would probably be the other way around because you had the brothers come out the tunnel and Pac in the middle, but still, it was a decent matchup. But Phoenix used the hammer willingly this time. On what was it? I think it was on Matt Jackson, and then he made him tap out. So Death Triangle is now up 3-1. So
I like the start that they tell him with the hammer, but this match was short.
Yeah, it was shorter than the other matches, but then Kenny Omega out on mic said, "No, this ain't for nobody in the arena but y'all." So I'm gonna let y'all know this right now. Well, next week we make the hammer legal, and how about long? Because this is supposed to be y'all go home win match. So why don't we make everything, legal? So it'll be a no DQ match next week for Death Triangle, and I was like, okay, they're finding different ways to keep this best of 7 stuff going without it being played out. Because they can do that. The Acclaim come out and do their rap, make an Elon Musk joke, but then they get attacked by the the last living outlaw, Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal, and he hits Max Caster over the head with a guitar. They make their claim that they want a shot at the gold. Tony Schiavone interviews.
He explained
Yep.
Getting beat up by Jeff Jarrett, and I'm like, okay.
Jay Lethal sat him sing. Tony Schiavone is backstage with the JAS, and talking about the giant swing should be banned. But he's gonna take out this. He said, "I'm gonna take out this jobber in a tune-up match before I go get my rematch with Claudio." Which, as soon as he said that, I said something up, because why would you call out a jobber match, right? So I kept that in the back. Jungle Boy took on Brian Cage when I did. Jungle Boy Jack Perry took on Brian Cage, which I thought was a pretty decent matchup. Jungle Boy, was had him in the snare trap, but Prince Nana distracted the referee, which Brian Cage tapped out. But Jungle Boy was able to roll him up for the win. So after the win, he calls out Big Cass. I forgot what they call him now in AEW. What do they call him now? Do you remember? Or you're not there right now? Okay, well, until Prime gets stuff back, Stokely Hathaway comes out, and then afterwards, Lee Moriarty and Big Cass join and beat up Jungle Boy, and he gives him a choke slam in the ring. After the choke slam in the ring, we hear Hook's music, and Hook comes in and defends for Jungle Boy. Great seeing Hook back again, because I was just like, that's dope. I missed Hooked, and he just comes back and helps out Jungle Boy. Extends his hand and picks up Jungle Boy. Then we have the House of Black take on the Factory. Thank God this match was a squash. That's what it should be when you're dealing with QT Marshall and the Factory. And I like how House of Black hit one black mask, one black out, with fade to black, whatever you want to call it, on QT Marshall, and laid his ass out and got the 3 count. So Prime, I know, I see you back. I was just talking about the return of Hook and the squash of the Factory.
They always get squashed.
Yeah, well, I love them getting squashed again, and they got squashed by the House of Black, and then of course Hook came back to help out Jungle Boy. So that happened. We had a video package of Hikaru Shida going to be defending her championship on Rampage against Hikaru Shida, I believe it is.
Jamie Hayter and Hikaru Shida.
Yeah, so I was right. Chris Jericho takes on Action Andronelli, and I was like, who is this guy? So they're comparing this kid and saying he had a 1, 2, 3 kid type thing. I'm just like, no. They had like a competitive matchup, and as he drops Chris Jericho, then he gives him a standing moonsault like 1, 2, 3 kid gave Razor Ramon, and then he loses. Jericho loses to Action Andronelli.
Just like the other guy Jericho lost to.
You talk about Pineapple Pete, or whatever his name was?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I was about to call it Pineapple Express. Yeah. Whatever happened to that guy?
I don't know.
I don't know. Ever know what happened to that guy?
I think WWE offered him a job and he took it or something.
Oh, okay. Well, Ruby Soho take on Ty Mello, which I wasn't even care into this matchup too much. Ruby Soho picks up the win with hitting the Destination Unknown onto her. And then after the match, Anna Jay comes down and attacks Soho from behind. She drives Soho on her face and putting pressure on her broken nose. Hangman is backstage saying he doesn't know when he's clear. He recalls being in an ambulance on the way to the hospital. He couldn't remember his own son's name for an hour. He said that is hell. And if Moxie wants to fight this Friday and tempt him back to hell, he's going to kick his ass for it. So I'm liking the make something positive out of a negative storyline. Main event time: MJF taking on Ricky Starks for the AEW World Championship in the Dynamite Diamond Ring. Good match by these two. First of all, we didn't get a chance to do it last week, but did you see the promo between these two last week? Prime? Okay. Guess you have to leave again. So this matchup was good. Like I said, it's an MJF matchup, which is a pretty good matchup. And towards the end, they did give you some believability that Ricky Starks was going to could win the matchup. MJF goes for a powerbomb on the knee to Ricky Starks, and Ricky Starks kicks out, but then he turns it into Assault to the Earth, and then yanks the arm back, but then Starks tries to get another arm. He brings that arm back, and Starks tries to get a leg on the bottom rope, and then MJF brings all these legs back, but then Ricky Starks is still able to get his left leg underneath the ropes to break it. So MJF tries to go for another move, and then it's reversed by Ricky Starks trying to, goes for a pinfall. And then after that, he goes out behind the referee, and Ricky Starks comes to him. He pushes the referee away, low blows him, and he gets to roll up and defends his championship. So this is not over between these guys. It's not over. They're probably gonna have a trilogy of matches. So, but MJF wins the matchup, and he gets retained his Dynamite Diamond Ring as well. And that right there. Hey, everything cool, Prime?
Yeah, my Wi-Fi kept going out. I told you like storming a little bit.
Okay, yeah. So
restart my whole phone.
But I was talking about the Ricky Starks and MJF. Did you see the promo that they had last week? Huh?
Hello?
Yeah, did you see the promo that Ricky Starks and MJF had last week?
Yes.
Yeah, and that stuff was good.
Yeah, because he was like, he said, you think you coming here with a vest or whatever? You think he better than me? Absolutely not.
He said, "Give me a break." After the match, after MJF won, I told him about the roll up and then how he cheated and gave him a low blow. I said it's not gonna be over. MJF goes to the top of the ring, but he's met by Bryan Danielson. The American Dragon chases MJF down the ring, and the champion escapes up to the fans as Danielson stares him down. So that's how Dynamite ended for this week. So I personally thought Dynamite was a decent enough show with decent enough matches. I gave Dynamite about a B+. A thumbs up. I'd say a thumbs up this week. So I enjoyed it. Which one was better out of the two? Obviously, Winter is Coming between that and NXT. And I guess if you want to add your 2 cents, Prime, which one would be better for you when it came to those two, NXT or Winter is Coming?
Dynamite,
I agree. So, guys, that felt good to be back. We hopefully can make this more consistent, but post your comments down below how you guys felt about Winter is Coming in NXT and your thoughts on Mandy Rose Day. We will talk about that on the podcast this weekend as well, and there's so much things to get into. So once again, this is NC, the place to be. Channel Trainer saying D, not Dion stands for Prime Time. All right, and the Nerd Coalition is out.